Welcome to PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. And now, here's today's content. For months, no, for years, the whispers refused to fade. What started as a routine casting decision slowly transformed into one of the most talked about mysteries in the entertainment world. When Songyun and Tansongyun were first paired in a drama, no one expected anything beyond solid performances and decent ratings. They were both respected actors, known for their professionalism and ability to bring characters to life. But something about this pairing felt different. From the very first episodes, viewers sensed it. Their chemistry didn't just work, it lingered. The way their eyes met carried an intensity that felt unscripted. Their emotional scenes weren't just convincing, they felt deeply lived in, as though the line between acting and reality had quietly blurred. Audiences noticed immediately. And with that came the inevitable question: was it all just acting, or something more? Neither of them answered. Songyun, famously private, offered no glimpse into his personal life. Tansongyun, equally reserved, maintained the same calm distance. No denials. No confirmations. Just silence. And somehow, that silence said everything. The rumors that refused to die. At first, it was harmless speculation, the kind that follows any on-screen couple with undeniable chemistry. Fans created edits, shared clips, and dissected interviews. Social media filled with theories, each one more detailed than the last. But over time, something shifted. People began noticing patterns. A photo posted from a similar location, just hours apart. Accessories that seemed oddly coordinated. Captions that, to some, felt like subtle messages hidden in plain sight. Individually, each detail meant very little. Together, they formed a narrative too intriguing to ignore. For nearly 2 years, fans became detectives. Timelines were mapped. Old interviews were revisited. Background details in photos were scrutinized. What began as curiosity slowly turned into something deeper, a collective effort to uncover a story that might have been carefully hidden from the public eye. And that's what made it so captivating. A love story kept in the shadows? Then came the rumor that changed everything. Insiders began to suggest that Songyun and Tansongyun weren't just close colleagues, they had allegedly been in a relationship for nearly 2 years. 2 years. In an industry where even a casual interaction can spark headlines, the idea of maintaining a secret relationship for that long felt almost impossible. And yet, that was exactly what was being claimed. The reaction was immediate and explosive. Fans were stunned. Some were thrilled. Others struggled to believe they had missed something so significant right in front of them. Had it really been there all along? Where it all began. According to those familiar with the production, nothing happened overnight. It started slowly. Long filming days naturally brought them closer. Emotional scenes required trust, real trust, the kind that goes beyond memorizing lines and hitting marks. Conversations about their characters evolved into discussions about life, ambitions, and personal struggles. Between takes, there were quieter moments. Shared meals. Casual jokes. Small acts of care that rarely make headlines but often mean the most. Crew members reportedly noticed subtle signs. Remembering each other's schedules without needing reminders. Offering quiet support during exhausting days. Checking in when one seemed overwhelmed. Shielding each other from unnecessary pressure on set. There was nothing dramatic about it. No grand gestures. No obvious declarations. Just consistency. Quiet understanding. The kind of connection that builds over time and often goes unnoticed until it becomes something undeniable. The art of staying invisible. If the rumors are true, what stands out most isn't just the relationship, but how carefully it was protected. For 2 years, they maintained a clear boundary between public and private life. At events, they were colleagues. In interviews, they were composed and neutral. On social media, they were cautious, never revealing too much, never inviting speculation outright. This wasn't accidental. It was deliberate. They avoided scandal. They preserved their reputations. And perhaps most importantly, they protected something deeply personal in an industry where privacy is often a luxury. And for a long time, it worked. When the illusion cracked. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, photos began circulating online, images that allegedly showed the two together outside of work. This time, something felt different. Gone were the formal smiles and professional distance. In their place was something softer. More relaxed. More real. They looked comfortable. Close. For many fans, this was the moment everything changed. Speculation turned into belief. Theories felt less like imagination and more like pieces of a puzzle finally falling into place. Still, not everyone was convinced. Some argued it could still be coincidence. Others suggested misinterpretation. But as more insider claims surfaced, each one reinforcing the same narrative, the conversation grew louder. And impossible to ignore. A wave of reactions. The response from fans was intense and deeply divided. Many were overjoyed. To them, Sukai and Tansongyun weren't just a rumored couple, they were a perfect match. The chemistry that once captivated audiences on screen now seemed even more meaningful in real life. Some called them relationship goals, admiring their ability to nurture something genuine away from the spotlight. Others were simply shocked. The secrecy had been so effective that the revelation felt surreal, almost like discovering a hidden storyline in a show they thought they already understood. And then there were the skeptics. They waited. Watched. Questioned. For them, nothing was certain without official confirmation. Love, distance, and reality. Behind the romance, there were also challenges, real ones. Demanding schedules often kept them apart. Different filming locations. Endless promotions. Brand commitments. Travel. At times, their connection relied on distance. And distance, as many know, is not easy. It requires patience. Trust. Effort. The willingness to stay connected even when life pulls in different directions. If the rumors are true, this may be where their relationship proved its strength, not in grand public moments, but in quiet persistence. Looking back, the signs were always there. As the story gained momentum, fans began revisiting everything. Old interviews suddenly felt layered with hidden meaning. Award show interactions seemed more telling. Even the smallest social media exchanges took on new significance. It was as if the story had always been there, just waiting to be understood. Many described the feeling as being sweetly fooled. Not in a negative way, but in the sense that they had witnessed something real without fully realizing it at the time. A turning point. If they do choose to go public, it wouldn't just be another celebrity announcement. It would mean something. It would signal confidence. Stability. A willingness to be seen not just as actors, but as individuals with real lives beyond the screen. After years of silence, such a step would feel less like a revelation and more like a natural evolution. More than just a rumor. Beyond the romance, this story touches on something deeper. It raises questions about privacy in the public eye. About the balance between fame and personal life. About whether every detail needs to be shared or whether some things deserve to remain protected. In a world where so much is constantly exposed, there's something quietly powerful about choosing what to keep private. Sometimes, privacy isn't about hiding. Sometimes, it's about preserving what matters. What happens next? Now, attention is firmly fixed on them. Will they confirm the rumors? Will they continue to stay silent? Will they reunite on screen, this time with a story that feels even more real? If that happens, it wouldn't just be another drama. It would be something audiences watch with a different kind of curiosity, because this time, the emotions might not just belong to the characters. The story everyone is watching. Whether the rumors are true or not, one thing is certain. This story has captured millions of people. It has sparked excitement, curiosity, and endless discussion. Some are waiting for answers. Others are simply enjoying the mystery. And maybe that's what makes it so compelling. In an industry built on scripts and carefully crafted narratives, this feels different. Unpredictable. Real, or at least real enough to believe. So now the question remains. Is this a genuine love story, carefully protected for years? Or simply a series of coincidences, brought together by hopeful fans? Either way, the world is watching. And no one is looking away anytime soon. Please join the discussion. Feel free to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.